Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Dome with the
on third down, Brisset. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Brisset from the gun on 3rd. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Newton to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Check, 47.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Ready. 56. Check. Switch.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Ready.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. This is Scarlett on the carry. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
47 is the mark. 47 is the mark.
On 3rd down, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And the numbers from Latavius Murray last time out. 16 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Brisset to throw on first. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning.
Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. And they'll wind up taking over there in their own territory inside the 40. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
25 yards that time. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now it's Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 6-0 our score after 1. Off the play fake, here's Brisset. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Brisset. That's complete to Meredith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Brisset. That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Brisset. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Brisset sets to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the bootleg, it's Brisset. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. Brisset looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
McCaffrey on the counter, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try the air now with Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Panthers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Newton now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And caught left side, Olsen.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. First down, Brisset. And this is Cook with the grab. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Brisset, and incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brisset again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. 3rd down here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brisset, and that will be incomplete as well.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you're head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On the ground, McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw, Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Newton to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, Newton. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Drops this off to Richard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, Brisset. And brought in by the tight end, Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's Ryan Ramczyk, the former first-round pick. Brisset now on 2nd down. That'll be complete to Cook. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start with one of the toughest rivalries of this or any other week. Pittsburgh playing host to Cincinnati in the AFC North. and it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 25 on second down. Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
No gain there as he kept it himself. It's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, here's Newton. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Ready? Look at it. 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Ready?
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Let's go, let's go. Ready? Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Check. Ready?
Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
They will start the drive with Scarlett. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Over the middle, complete. That's Williamson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They turn to Scarlett again. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Brisset. And that'll be incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This is Murray. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. On 3rd down, Brisset.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Brisset to throw on 1st. He'll find his running back here, Richard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Brisset sets to throw it. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Richard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brisset. And this one complete to Smith. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Brisset now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Brisset. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. First down, Brisset. And this is Cook with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run with Murray, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Bud Dupree In there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Brisset. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing on 2nd down. Newton eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brisset, and Cook has it, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw for Brisset. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, it's Brisset. That'll be complete to Cook. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This is Richard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Off play action, Newton taking a shot for Samuel, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Newton, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing, Brisset. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Brisset from the gun on 3rd. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Brisset on first down. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Brian Burns. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. After the sack on first down, Brisset, and his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Brisset. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On 1st and 10, Brisset. And he whips that one incomplete there. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Brisset again. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Brisset. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Brisset to throw on first. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Murray. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brisset over the middle. It's Jared Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. On the ground, Richard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Lutz puts this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now Newton and the Panthers down by 1. A minute 56 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready, 56, check 56. Now watch one.
He's back to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Newton to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Time to ground it out now with Murray. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run, it's Murray. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's get it.
Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it was the Steelers that came away victorious there. James Conner, 2 touchdowns on the ground to help lead the way.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back to throw. It's a kick, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. David Onyemata in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for New Orleans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.